Hello everyone, so I'm at the allotment and I've got a couple of trays of seedlings and I have no idea where I'm going to plant them. So parsley, which doesn't really matter where it goes, I'll just randomly put it somewhere wherever I find space. Same thing with the salads and spring onions. They really need to come out from their little cells because they started to make alright roots. I mean, I could still keep them there a little bit longer, but I just thought it doesn't really benefit them. Yeah, I watered these, but these are kind of getting a bit root bound, so I do need to plant these now. And then I've got a massive tray of kales, collards, mixed kale, cauliflower, some more kale. This is going to be the easiest decision because broad beans, they harvest quite early, so I can just unplug them whenever they are done and then replace them with something else. So this will probably go where my courgettes or any heat-loving plants will go later on in the summer. So I'll just plunk these in there. Purple sprouting broccoli and cauliflower, I need to decide where they're going to go long term because the harvest time is quite lengthy, or actually the growth period, and basically I just need to find them sort of semi-permanent place for most of the summer. So that's going to be a tricky one. I think I don't have any dedicated bed for that, so I'm just going to have to plonk them in random places around the allotment, and then it's the survival of the fittest from there on. Purple sprouting broccoli, so they're covered. I've harvested them about 2-3 times now. It's the end of April and they survived the winter, so but I think these ones are going to be a bit different because yeah, they'll hopefully give me harvest this summer. Right, so I'm planting that quite deep, at least so that the true leaves get covered, and I think that will support the brassica a bit better. So I've been thinking a long time what to plant between the strawberries, with some obvious options like salads and radish and all that, but I've just got it everywhere. I've got like so many rows of radish there anyway, so what do I do with more radish? And then I figured these kind of brassicas are kind of loners anyways. They just stand there alone, and it doesn't need to be in a row, and they can be just planted individually. So I thought this is perfect. I don't have any idea whether it's supposed to be done like this, you know, like in terms of companion planting, but yeah, we'll see. There's brassica there, another brassica there, and then another brassica over there between 2 strawberries over there and there. So oh, and these are the turnips. There's some morley over there, which is a long radish. Yeah, so more radish. Anyone want more radish? Have some radish, more radish. So here I've just added one of these random brassicas in here. It's quite close to the pea row, which is right here, and then the spinach as well. But I figured the brassica is going to stay there in that bed much longer than the peas or the spinach, so that's why I just put it there as a baby one. And I also didn't want to block this root there, because if I need to hop over a brassica, massive brassica, I can't really maintain this bed. So I'm just going to keep maintain this area as short as possible. Maybe just radish or maybe salad in there. And I started planting these small brassicas, maybe cauli, Colette over there, and then this other one and one over there, just randomly. And like I said, it's the survival of the fittest. So I've just chosen a few random ones from here and there. And then I'm going to repeat that with the rest of the beds. So I've just planted brassicas to replace this overwintered brassica. This is a purple sprouting broccoli, which is making florets right now. I've harvested it quite recently, so it's having a little rest now. I think I pruned it a little bit too hard. Anyway, so it's still making more florets, and I've got new brassicas. Where did I put them? No, that's here. Over there. One is over there. Then one in here, and one in there in the corner. So that's a mixture of cauliflower and collards and kales. And then to the very back row over there, I put some broad beans, and then broad beans here as well. These will be replaced by courgettes later on, which will go onto this trellis. So courgette over there, another one over there, and then broad beans will be cleared off probably midsummer. And then I already have some sort of temporary peas or pea shoots here. I don't think they've actually germinated yet, but I've got prelado pea that's supposed to go up the trellis at the same time with the broad beans. And when they've been harvested, then I'll replace them with courgette. And then the brassicas, they'll just carry on getting bigger here, hopefully throughout the summer. I think I have no idea when I can harvest summer brassicas. Is it like August, September, earlier? No idea. Anyways, so hopefully this timing plan will work, and we'll see. Oh, one more thing. I also had some spring onion plugs which desperately needed to go on the ground, so I decided I'm gonna plant them to one row between the broad beans. So the order of harvesting will be spring onions, broad beans, peas, purple sprouting broccoli will finish, that will come off, and then courgettes very end. Did I say everything? Hope so. After a full day of work, I've done as much planting as I can. I've literally run out of space. I've even resorted to using up the very edge of these as well. This is where I put parsley and coriander, to the very edge, because everywhere there's just, it's all taken. Even there's lettuce seed, and then spinach, brassicas, more parsley, more brassicas, more spinach, peas. I don't really know where to plant these remaining fennels, because I literally don't have space, and they're gonna take quite a lot of space. And I used up most of my brassicas, and I used all the herbs. There's a few left. Again, I did plant quite a few Florence fennels, but still about 4 left. I'm gonna take these home and just put these on, and then keep them as spare in case these get munched by slugs. So all the spinach, all the remaining spinach in this bed, and then there's some spring onion, fennel, all the broad beans, a bit of salad as well. Yeah, lots of things went into a small bed. Yeah, that's taken me nearly a whole day, so yeah, a lot of hard work. Very, very happy.